Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, and skips it into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force split downs.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Georgia, 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Thanks to grab. There he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a crease, it's Gibson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Lockett. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia, 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time they had it, they took took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. The screen, he can go. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pucks it out of the air.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They were all all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Timeout.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are willing to roll the dice, going for it. 4th and short from the 41. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Simmons. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Yoder. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these go routes and catches him in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Snagged in the middle, it's Riley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He makes the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this...
Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting you in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Williams looking for a man. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Hey, washed up old guy. Heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
And that is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barney. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Iowa. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. And that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there's being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just
throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
49, Georgia, 33.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Racing to the right. The 30. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
It's complete. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw at Simmons. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Release to the back. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession?
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but wide